caller inquiring on the Paycheck Protection. Hello, hello, hello. Grand Rising, Grand Rising. I hope everybody's feeling fantastic. Happy Friday, fantastic Friday. We're going to get this party started in just a second. Our guest speaker will be loading on and logging in just a second. All right, all right, all right. Happy divine day. Happy divine day. Pleasure to have everyone here. Happy fantastic Friday. I hope you feel amazing and slept even better. We're going to get this party started off in about 30 seconds. Waiting for a couple more people to hop on and waiting for our guest speaker to hop on as well. I hope you guys are having a phenomenal day.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you all doing today? Let's see who all's on the call. We have Jen, Jakara, hey Chris, hey Success, hey Leah. So we're going to get started. Today I'm going to be speaking about emotional intelligence and also the shift that we're currently going through. So I don't know about everyone, but I know that there's a lot of people going through a transformation right now. And a lot of us are fasting. We're just naturally fasting. A lot of us are just um, going through a lot of changes emotionally, financially, physically. So there's a lot going on, and the energies have been intense. We just went through a full moon. We had two full moons in the month of October. We also have been going through Mercury retrograde, which deals with communication and rethinking and reevaluating certain patterns that may be in our life. So it's been a lot going on lately. Um, but the major thing that we have to focus on is the fact that we are going through a transformation and that we have to acknowledge the things that we're going through. One of the things I want to speak about in reference to that, like I said, is emotional intelligence. And the reason why we have to have emotional intelligence at this time is because emotions do run rapid when we're actually going through times like this. We are human beings, it's a part of our nature to have emotions. However, we have to learn how to deal with them at a level that is mature, that we recognize our emotions, and that we are supportive and nurturing for ourselves as well as others. So I just wanted to, before I get into that completely, I want to read an excerpt from this book. And the book is called The Language of Letting Go. And it's a daily affirmations. And it's by, let me give you who the author is, Melody Batty. Excuse me, Melody Beatty. Um, So I'm going to read this excerpt, and this is daily affirmations, and this one's from January the 23rd in the actual book. And so, like I said, we're going through transformation. This stood out to me. The title of this passage is called New Energy Coming, and she has an affirmation here. Fun becomes fun, love becomes love, life becomes worth living, and we become grateful. So, and she got this affirmation from Beyond Codependency. So the excerpt reads, there is a new energy, a new feeling coming into our life. We cannot base our expectations about how we will feel tomorrow or even a few hours from now on how we feel at this moment. There are no two moments in time alike. We are recovering, we are changing, our life is changing. At times, things haven't worked out the way we wanted. We had issues to learn. The future shall not be like the past. The truly difficult times are almost over. The confusion, the most challenging learning experiences, the difficult feelings are about to pass. Do not limit the future by the past. So before I go on, I just wanted to speak on that. Um, in our transformation, many of us are going through patterns. So patterns relate to the past, things that maybe our parents did, maybe our generations before us did. We're clearing generational curses, we're clearing karmic debt. So when we're dealing with the past and we're going through transformation, we have to learn to let it go because it can't go with us into the next level. So the truly difficult times are almost over. The confusion, the most challenging learning experiences, the difficult feelings are about to pass. Do not limit the future by the past. Reflect on the beginning of your recovery. Haven't there been many changes that have brought you to where you are now? Reflect on 1 year ago. Haven't you or your circumstances changed since then? Sometimes problems and feelings linger for a while. These times are temporary. Times of confusion, uncertainty, times of living with a particular unsolved problem do not last forever. We make these times doubly hard by comparing them to our past. Each situation and circumstance has had its particular influence in shaping who we are. We do not have to scare ourselves by comparing our present and future to a painful past, especially our past before we began recovering or before we learned through a particular experience. Know that the discomfort will not be permanent. Do not try to figure out how you shall feel or when you shall feel differently. Instead, trust. Accept today, but do not be limited by it. So, one of the things that stand out in what I just read is that we have to trust the process. And a lot of times when we're going through different emotions, is we tend to lose, like, I wouldn't say necessarily faith, but we could say that, or we just get tired, and then we have to trust the process that things will get better, and don't worry about when, just know that it will. A new energy is coming. A new feeling is on the way. We cannot predict how it will be by looking at how it was or how it is, because it shall be entirely different. We have not worked and struggled in vain. It has been for and towards something. Times are changing for the better. Continue on the path of trust and obedience. Be open to the new. Today, God, help me not judge or limit my future by my past. Help me be open to all the exciting possibilities for change, both within and around me. So I hope you all enjoyed that excerpt uh, from the book Letting Go. And one of the things that I want to really touch on this morning is emotional intelligence. And that's something that we need to have while we're going through this transformation. She spoke about not holding on to the past, not worrying about the current future that we're going to step into, but just focusing on how we're feeling. And that's the main key ingredient is focusing on how we're feeling. But does that mean that we discard how we feel? No, it means that we have to tap into what we're feeling and move through the process because we have to acknowledge the things that we've been through. We have to acknowledge that we've been hurt. And the way that we move through that is by shifting that reality so we can understand all aspects of what we went through. And that's how we change and that's how we get stronger. But that's also how we'll help others because we all human, we're all connected to this planet and we're connected to similar vibrations. So all of us are going through similar things at either the same time or around the same time. So whatever you're going through now, guaranteed you're going to meet somebody that has the same issues that you've had, and then you'll be able to assist them. But if you don't move through the process first, the shift may not take place the way that you intend for it to because there's certain things that have to be addressed. That's just part of the process. Two, if not, also you don't get all the lessons that you get supposed to learn. So then you go through another loop or phase because the universe don't play. God don't play. So if it's something that we need to learn, we're going to have to learn it to get to the next level. That's just period. So I just wanted to touch on that emotional intelligence, being conscientious of our own emotions, moving through the process, and then also in that reality, being aware of others as well. Because just because we're going through something doesn't mean that we're not supposed to help others. That's part of emotional intelligence and acknowledging others' emotions as well. And that's how we learn and grow. We grow together. We're here together on this planet. So we have to work together. God didn't intend for us to just be, oh, I'm to myself, I'm this, I'm that. Yes, we have moments of silence, moments to take time to heal within ourselves, but then we reach out and we help others do the same thing. So, does anyone have any comments or questions about what was just expressed?
Yes, Ace, first and foremost, thank you so much. And then I want to say, yes, definitely right on time. It kind of seems like to me, like every year around this time, this cycle and this pattern is happening of, purging and releasing. And it just makes me think about, this winter month where most people, quote unquote, get the flu or get sick. I just feel like it's just something that happens. It's not that it's a flu or sick. We're just going through the purging process.
Hmm.
So that's what I wanted to share.
Absolutely. I totally agree. You know, the way the world is set up is limiting. We are so much more in control of our bodies than or we can be more than they give us the ability to do so. And yes, all things that we take place in our body are from a spiritual aspect. So even someone if your immune system goes down enough to catch the flu, it's because it's something that either you need to clear energetically or um, you allow something to enter because you allowed yourself to go down. So, yes, ma'am, I totally agree with that. Thank you. Anyone else?
I just wanted to say thank you for this. This was really interesting. And I like that saying, be open to the new. I like that. I wrote that down. That was pretty interesting too.
Amazing. Thank you, Jen.
Hey, Sage, thanks. I just wanted to say, like, when you're talking about when you go through things and you're able to help people, I've been finding myself from a lot of situations to go through that you can share with others to help them through. So I really definitely resonated with that one.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Success.
Hi, Sage. This is Tracy. What you touched on today was really eye opening, but it is what I am facing now because of the different things that I'm going through. But I'm also learning that the obstacles that I'm going through, not to derail from them, to go through the process, because while I'm going through the process, I'm also can heal and help someone else. So this is what I needed today, because I felt like that this morning, like totally emotionally drained, and just wanted to really be isolated to myself today. But unfortunately, God had another plan for me, and that ain't what he wanted me to do. So he derailed me to focusing on something else that was much more powerful and greater than my own self-emotions. So thank you for that. I really needed it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you for sharing. And like I said, we all are going through something, like that's why we can all relate because we're here on this planet together. I mean, it's about, yes, we have to stand on our own 2 feet. Yes, we have to have a direct connection with God ourselves, but ultimately, we're supposed to be working together. That's why God has us together. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Anyone else?
Peace, family.
Yeah,
This is
Sage.
Japan.
Oh,
Oh, go ahead.
thank you, Jakara. But yeah, this was heavy alignment for me, definitely. I've taken a couple heavy blows these past weeks, but I have found that when I tap into my own creativity, which is a gift from infinite intelligence, as we know, I find myself like quickly coming up with solutions to like get myself out of the situation. So I feel like it's like super, super alignment. Where it's like be open to the new. Like when one door closes, the other opens. I know it's super cliche, but that's really is what it is.
Yes,
Use your own imagination, your own creativity to create solutions, which is in itself a gift.
absolutely. Yes, ma'am. That's what it's about for real. It is really about that. Just being in your emotional intelligence allows you to that creativity and emotions work together. They work hand in hand. So, and when you're able to tap into that and like find the solution or find your clearing through that, that's absolutely powerful. And that's what we're designed to do. Thank you, Leah. And Jakar, you had something?
Yeah. I was just gonna say that was really spot on for me too, just about like the fasting and definitely taking the time to go within and acknowledge my own emotions, but then also still being in a position to help other people and serve others as well. Um, there's this audio I've been listening to by Earl Nightingale, and he's just basically saying that people who look for happiness will never find it. And he's saying the way that you practice the skill of happiness is by focusing on others or focusing on something else other than yourself. So yeah, that was pretty spot on.
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Jakara. I definitely see that too. All right. Well, it looks like everyone, almost everyone came on board and participated, and I really appreciate that. I'm glad to like give feedback and know that what I had to share this morning is spot on for you all. And like I said, we're all in this together. So we have to be responsible for our own emotional intelligence, but also assisting in others as well. So that's all I really have for this morning. I'm glad that I was able to penetrate in a way that's positive, and I hope that you all have a blessed rest of your day. The sun is shining where I'm at right now. Hope it is for you all as well. And peace and blessings.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. You have a great day as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.